We return to the upper bracket, round 4, match 11. One of these teams will advance directly to the finals. The other team will have to fight their way back in the lower bracket. We begin with a slight lead in favor of the number 1 alliance in red. Alliance correcting autonomous 58-19. Here comes Stealth Robotics, the captain of the number 1 alliance. They make their way up over the red bump and they score some fuel in the final seconds of that transition shift. We now make our way to our first alliance-specific shift. On the right side of the field, our blue alliance hub is now active. A little bit of collision between 2 blue alliance robots, between 2522 Royals and 488 Team Xbot along the back wall. Xbot, they make their way through the blue trench. When they get, the Packet Part says no as they get blocked in that blue trench area. Final seconds now of the blue shift. And we now switch on over to the red side of the field. 2 separate streams of fuel heading their way into the Red Alliance hub. And in the bottom left corner is going to be 4915 Spartronics. And their alliance partner 4089 Stealth Robotics working their way to get back in the zone. Neobots trying their best to keep them out. Remember, the teams can only score when in their alliance-specific offensive zones. Blue Alliance, they start a little bit early, but they are now back on the clock. Team Xbot and the Royals both working hard on trying to get that blue fuel into their alliance hub. And Packet Parts doing their best to try to defend and slow them down. Xbot makes their way along the front of the field. They bump into Packet Parts. And now a second Red Alliance robot to back them up. Packet Parts makes their way out in the neutral zone. They follow Team Xbot in the final shifts, or the final seconds of that shift. Red Alliance back at it again. They now take the lead 189-108. We have just about 45 seconds left to play on the clock. Packet Parts, they appear to have just paused for a little bit by the blue bumps. They now make their way towards the neutral zone. They say hello to the referees at the front of the field. And we enter the transition shift, or the endgame shift, excuse me. 30 seconds left now on the clock. All 3 Red Alliance robots return home. Neobots, they make their way underneath the red trench at the front of the field. Now they make their way back. No, they don't. They make their way along the rear of the field. They try to prevent Packet Parts from returning back to the red side of the field. They make their way back in. 2 Blue Alliance robots in the air to blue zone of 4915 Spartronics opting to go defensive. Or rather, no, they opt to go stealing fuel for themselves, but they don't make it back in time. One of these alliances will be advancing directly to our final round. One of these alliances will have to fight for their way back in the lower bracket. We'll have your final results to you after referee review. we have a thumbs up from our head referee, and the scores are now final for match 11. Which of these alliances will advance to the upper bracket, or advance to the finals from the upper bracket? Let's find out. The Red Alliance takes the win with a final score of 258 to 177. Alliance number 1 continues onwards to finals match number 1. That's not goodbye to Alliance 3 just yet. We'll see them later on in the lower bracket. We'll see them in match number